to Sisters in Session, where therapy meets sister talk and nothing's off limits. We're two sisters who overthink everything, laugh too loud, and try to make sense of life's chaos one.
That
Hold on, my stars.
gosh. Is this our first time?
Maybe.
Could be. Who's to say?
All right, from the top. Welcome to Sisters in Session, where therapy meets sister talk and nothing's off limits. We're two sisters who overthink everything, laugh too loud, and try to make sense of life's chaos one session at a time.
From relationships and self-care to the messy middle of growing up, it's part heart to heart, part comedy hour, and all real talk with zero chill. Grab your coffee or drink of choice and settle in. It's time for your weekly dose of sisterhood and self-reflection.
Listen, I was gonna have a coffee. I went to Target right before we started this with the intention of grabbing a white peppermint mocha before I walked out to sit down for this, and I forgot.
DoorDash it.
I should.
You deserve it. Do you know what I mean? You're sick, and that really heals. I feel like that heals a part of your soul, and I think you deserve it. Do it right now. Do it on camera.
Do it on camera. Could you imagine, Lars? Like, what are you doing? I should. Okay, let's take a brief moment.
We're taking a brief moment. She's doing it.
Unless it's like ridiculous because it's going to be under $12.
Yeah, but think about it. What's it going to matter in 10 years? I'm the worst, and I know that, but
You could DoorDash it to me.
I could. I didn't even think of that.
21 minutes?
We'll still be on the horn.
Hold on. Let me find it. Tell me about your day while I'm looking.
Okay. For those of you who can't see, she's clicking. I mean, she is tippy tapping. She's doing it. My day was okay. Michael didn't have service today. As if I'm not the light of his life. I find that disrespectful.
Mhm.
But turns out he actually texted me and I didn't get it. Like, we both sent screenshots and it said he texted me and I sent a screenshot and I didn't get a text. Our phones do that all the time. It's really
They're
annoying.
trying to
But
keep you
anyway,
apart.
that's what I'm saying. Like, for what? I don't know. Consider this our battle. Consider it our. But anyway, it was good. It was a pretty low-key day. We only really had patients in the afternoon. But let me tell you something about my patients. I'm talking fishing line thin. For no reason other than the fact that, like, everybody's needy, you know?
Oh my word. I am so annoyed at my job right now. Like, life is busy enough, and why is work just exploding?
I'm telling you right now, it's because it's the end of the year. Everyone's trying to come in and use their insurance. And I'm just like, actually, no. And that's why we're closed the week between Christmas and New Year's, because everybody always tries to come in and use their insurance, and it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it.
We don't care. You should have used it
I
for
do.
now.
I do not care. That's terrible. I'm a terrible employee, but I just don't care. I try to care. No, I don't. I just don't. So, but yeah, I don't get it. I don't like, it's like the end of the year. It's like the purge for like people going to the doctor or needing something. I'm like, let's calm down. Let's just calm down.
How much do I need to tip on a $6 order?
My word, like 50 cents. Thank you for dropping this off, ma'am. I think there was a mistake. You only left me 50 cents. Nope. See you. Thanks.
Oh my gosh, I ordered the wrong thing. I got an iced one. I don't want an iced one. I want it hot.
Did you already order?
No.
Oh,
Ghost.
imagine.
I had it in my cart, and I was like,
You wanna
"Well,
talk about something that would send you over the edge.
honestly, that would be
yours.
my 13th recent." And I say that as a joke, and maybe I shouldn't make that joke, but like, it's been a freaking day.
No,
Okay.
I was so scared for a second that
Like,
you ordered the wrong thing.
no, I didn't yet. I didn't. I caught it.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Good.
as you know, I'm just like, I'm sick. Somehow, through the podcast last week, you transmitted your we are so in sync. To
No,
a
and see, I
fault.
know that.
To a fault.
Especially, and if you couldn't tell already, I am feeling, not you, I know you know, our listeners, our friends, our sisters. I am feeling so much better, like a million and two times better. I just feel like I'm living now. And do you ever get sick and you're like, this is my Everest. This is my Everest.
This is the worst thing that could possibly happen to me.
Literally, that's what it feels like.
Okay, it's
I think
ordered.
I had
It's ordered.
we get to do a first sip with you. I can't DoorDash anything. I live in BFE. So that's just, but anyway, I'm feeling so much better. I still got a little bit of a stuff, but much better. I actually actually had someone that was like, "Hey, great podcast. Great. Love it." Uh, and I was like, "Yeah, could you tell I was sick?" She's like, "Yeah, you weren't really like there." I was like, "Yeah, I wasn't feeling good." Shout out to her.
People reach out to you about it because, like, nobody talks to me about it.
Well, that's rude.
Wait,
Everybody who
no,
reaches
that's not true. That's not true.
stop, you lied. Stop,
I
you
lied.
lied.
I lied. Kate texted me,
Oh, yes.
like, I don't know, a couple days ago, and she was like, "I just like, basically, like, I'm binging. I love this for you guys. I had no idea." And I was like, "Oh my word, stop, thanks." So that was a lie. But yeah, I feel like in general, your friends are more like outwardly, outspokenly, supportive.
Yeah. But, I feel like, and I could be wrong. How do I want to say this without sounding like an absolute rip?
Lexi, I could just tell whenever I got in this session, for those of you who can't see us, if you can't see, I could tell as soon as we joined, I could tell she was feeling herself. I knew that this was going to be a good
We
session.
love it. Oh, that's what I was saying about being sick. I'll come back to the being a rip. Um, that's what I was saying about being sick. When you feel better,
Life is worth living.
that's how I feel. I just feel alive. I feel with it. I feel one with the world. But anyway, back to me being a rip. Here's the thing. Nobody's going to like this. It's not that bad. But if you're not listening, if you're not supporting your friends, do better. Shout out to who she just mentioned. You said it was Kate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? If you're listening to this, I just need you to come back for like a weekend so I can get some pictures done. Because when I tell you, does she have a Facebook page? She does, doesn't she? Or is it just her personal? Okay. We're going to shout her out.
Kate Truex Photography.
There it is. If you live in, I don't know where, I'm not going to
Waco.
put,
All
okay.
right. Well, I mean, Waco's a big enough area that
You're right.
it's okay.
If you live in Waco, Texas, I'm telling you, reach out to her. Her pictures are chef's kiss. They are so good. She does such a good job. But anyway, Kate, if you're listening and you're binging, please just come back for a weekend. We're getting couples pictures soon, but I can get another session in.
Mm-hmm.
There's never too many pictures, just in time for the holiday season. If you get a, if
Maybe
you
she
get
should
a,
do. Maybe she. Well, no, I won't put that out there. I was gonna say like maybe she could like wedding photos, a sisters and sus photo sesh. Yes, we should meet
that's
her
good.
in Waco.
Whoa.
I'll always go to
Okay.
Waco.
Well, yeah, I'll go.
Not the absolute like hesitancy.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I'll go.
Anyways.
So Maddie is taking Michael and I's photos.
Mm-hmm.
So really, she could do a little sisters and sesh too for like a Christmas, like a Christmas post. Merry Christmas to our sisters. We'll have to think about that.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Did you have a topic? Okay, great. Because I just like have so much on my heart.
Listen, my day. I'm feeling better today than I was yesterday. I at least feel like I can function. I mean, I don't feel great, and you can kind of hear it a little bit, but I at least yesterday I was just down for the count. But I think a lot of it was just lack of sleep. There was too many nights where crew came over to my bed or Penny needed out, and which is like, fine. I can kind of deal with that, but like it was where I don't know, for some reason like the past couple nights or probably actually longer than even what I'm thinking, I was just not going back to sleep for an hour or an hour and a half every night, and then
That's the worst.
trying to set my alarm for 5 o'clock and still get up, and I'm just like running on fumes, and I think that's what really like set me back. So last night I told Lamar, I said, I'm gonna put Crew in our bed from like the get-go. I'm gonna sleep in Crew's bed and I'm gonna shut his door. I don't want to hear Penny. I don't wanna hear him, and I'm taking NyQuil, and I'm not setting my alarm until 6:30, and that's because that's when I have to get them up for school,
Yeah.
and I think that went a long way, and he doesn't know it yet, but I think I'm gonna maybe do it again tonight because I don't wanna degress.
I hear ya. Listen, I think I know what it is. I think I know what we both had if it's the same thing. It's that what is it? Adenovirus? I think it's like another strand of the flu. Hear me out. Does your does your throat hurt?
Well, yesterday, my tonsils were so swollen, it was, like, uncomfortable. You ever just wish you could go back to a time in your life? Because I went to my first time at the ear, nose, and throat doctor was because I had strep 3 times within 1 year, and so I was going there for them to take my tonsils out, and they got so enamored by how bad my ears were that we, like, literally switched gears within that first appointment, and they were like, "She needs tubes in her ears, like, she can't hear." Great. While you're putting the tubes in, why didn't you take my tonsils out too? Because now as an adult, like, it's so hard to get them to, like, take them out. But, like, every time I'm fighting any sort of infection, it settles right in my tonsils. I can always that's where it starts. That's where it starts every time.
You're preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I did not used to get it as a kid, like maybe like once or twice,
You got
but
mono, and then you just get strep so easily.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. That one summer, 'cause you don't know me. If you know me, you probably know because I talk about it, because it it traumatized me. There was one summer where I got like, I think it was it 5, 6,
It was
like
insane.
it was like 6 times in a summer that I got strep. 6 times? No. We're not doing that again. But if they told me if it happens again, I have to get my tonsils out. But I would like to know who's doing that. Is it pro bono? Because I don't have health insurance. So no, I actually won't be doing that. Thank you. Just give me my amoxicillin and I'll be on my way.
So annoying. But anyways, yeah, my throat like, it's not bad, it's just, like, irritated. 'Cause, like, it
No.
doesn't feel like strep.
Okay. So we must have had different things.
Yeah, I don't think I have what you had, at least not yet. Maybe I'm fighting it off because yesterday
Maybe.
I felt really worn down, but I took a nap and then I got good sleep and I'm okay-ish. I'm stressed out, but, like, physically, I do feel like something's not quite right with this ear and, like, this side of, like, my throat, but, like, it feels like maybe it's just, like, I don't know. I don't think I have what you and dad had.
I'm scared for you if you do. Let me tell you something. So whatever I had, which I think, like I said, I am self-diagnosing, but it literally felt like I was swallowing razor blades.
No.
But I know a strep pain when I know a strep pain.
Yeah.
It wasn't a strep pain. It was like strep hurts, but it's like more in your tonsils, you know? But this was like just like the outer parts of my throat. Like literally, I'm not kidding you, Tessa. It felt like I was swallowing needles.
I just got chills, like, I hate sore throats.
You and me both. You and me both. So it started out with like a scratchy throat, but then it got like really bad. And that's when all the other cold symptoms hit. Obviously, I lost my voice. Sad for the world. I'm so sorry. But come to find out, if it is okay, so if it is what I think it is, there's a chance you could get a side effect of pink eye.
Then I bet that's what crew had.
Could be. So your son's who I have to thank for this.
Maybe.
Oh,
I mean,
good.
I thought he caught it from like, I thought he caught whatever his sickness he had from somebody up in PA, but maybe he's patient 0, but he had a very bad cold. Well, he didn't go to school Thursday and Friday
Yeah.
because he had pink eye, and so
Pink eye's a side effect.
I bet that's what he had.
So what I found out is obviously too late. I mean, I'm like doing pretty good. It's too late. But like for anyone that I think has it, or they're like, I just like, they're telling me their symptoms. I'm like, children's Motrin. That's what they say to take. They said it literally will change your life. Obviously, it's not going to heal you. The cold just has to run its course. But as far as like pain and like misery, which is exactly what it was, children's Motrin. Is that not crazy? I saw someone that they were like, I don't know how these people find this out. If someone was just like, "I'm in so much pain, I just need something," and they were
Like,
like,
if there's anything
"Children's
they had
Merchant."
at their house.
Someone went to the urgent care, and they were, like, telling them the symptoms, blah, blah, blah. They were like, "Oh, it's this, like, virus. It's just a strand of the flu." Imagine imagine going to urgent care. You have to pay this bill or copay, whatever, and they tell you when you get there to go home and take children's Motrin. I'd be ticked. I'd be like, "No, actually, you're gonna sedate me."
Yeah. Well, I took crew on Friday because I was torn. Do I wait it out the weekend, but then is he just gonna be sick the rest of the weekend and then he's still missing school on Monday and I still have to take him somewhere? So they have the office has like an urgent care and they were like, take him there. So I did. She was like, do you think maybe his eyes are like allergies? And I was like, no. I mean, he's gunked up at night and he does have like seasonal allergies, but not like that.
Yeah,
And And plus, whenever he gets really congested, I'm always worried about ear infections. And I'm just like, okay, well. Anyways, I had that to deal with. Where was I going with that? Regardless, his ears looked fine. But what
mm,
I can appreciate is she was like, I'm just going to write you a prescription for an antibiotic and for eye drops. And you can just fill them when you want them. And I was like, thank you. Because
yeah,
sometimes it's like you're fighting for them to just like give anything.
yeah,
I didn't know I could just go with children's Motrin. But he's
yeah,
not in pain.
right.
Nothing
Well,
hurts, or he says nothing hurts.
yeah, as far as the pink eye, I mean, you would need something for that, but yeah.
Anyways, enough about sickness.
How did he do with the eye drops?
Then put him in. Saturday morning, he woke up with white eyes.
Okay, I retract if you're listening to this, I retract my comment about needing something for pink eye. Apparently, this just in, the pink eye can run its course.
I don't know. Maybe it was just all the congestion. I have no idea. But I'm glad I have them because I'll just use them anytime they get it.
No, I hear ya. I'm surprised Michael didn't get it,
Yeah.
which I was like Lysoling, like disinfecting. I went on I mean, I still wasn't feeling good, but I was disinfecting everything. Using the hand sanitizer, using, washing my hands like after I touch anything. But he didn't get it.
Good. That's good. I hope he doesn't. It's a terrible time of year to be sick.
Correct.
I mean, if we have to have it, I'd rather have it technically before Christmas, but like I am in the thick of preparing for Christmas and I am like stressed out. I'm behind this year. I'm not usually
I was
behind.
gonna say, usually you're like done.
I am, and I'm just behind. Thanksgiving just, like, threw me off. It was so late this year, and I just was like, I don't know. Yes, I'm behind, I don't like it, and this is exactly why I don't do this to myself because I am, like, stressed out, and like I said, I just feel like I'm constantly at, like, a level 10. Everything just feels like it is so, like, heightened, and I'm like, "How do they" and every year people are like, "Make sure you slow down and enjoy this time with your kids," and I'm like, "Okay, how?" Like, who's going to pick up what I'm not doing?
If I wanted to slow down, I'd have to decorate in like June and shop.
And I could do that. Well, like I said, and this year I'm behind more than what because I normally don't do this to myself because I don't like this. And we're coming up there for Christmas. We might drive through the night this time. So we'll be leaving next Thursday night. Lamar just texted me and he said, why is there DoorDash at the door?
Yes. Tell him to watch your kids do jujitsu and stop worrying about what the DoorDasher's doing.
Hold on.
She's going to get it. She's going to get the dash. This is a brief message from our sponsors. Our sponsor this week is I don't even have one, to be honest.
You're what?
I was giving them a brief message from our sponsors who don't exist.
Or they sent me a glass of ice water.
See, they knew. They knew you needed that.
Uh,
There it is.
there it is.
I will say something right now. Call it consumerism, call it whatever you want. I like to go to McDonald's sometimes to get my coffee in the morning because they have little Grinch cups right now.
Aw.
No, they're so cute. That's really pretty. And you got a nice cold water.
Is everything okay over there?
No, did you hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
I have no idea.
Well, leave your camera on if you get murdered and, like, have video proof.
How is it?
Life-changing.
And see, I believe that.
Like, I don't always love Starbucks coffee, but, like, their white peppermint mochas and their pumpkin cream cold brew, hard to
No,
beat.
I agree. I have yet to try the matcha that was recommended to me.
And that's because 'cause we're doing it together.
Yes, I forgot about that, but also I haven't been anywhere.
So
But
anyways,
I honestly, I prefer Dunkin' over Starbucks any day,
me too.
except for the white peppermint mocha and the pumpkin cream cold brew.
Yeah, because Dunkin' won't make me a white peppermint mocha.
They hate you.
I know. Anyway, so we're coming up there for Christmas. So I have to be ready for Christmas by next Thursday. Mind you,
When is Christmas?
Christmas is 2 weeks from this Thursday.
Good,
Yeah.
because I have everything bought and done and wrapped, and I'm just
Hey,
like,
if you want, we can wrap together whenever I get up there.
"Fine." Michael honestly might have you wrap stuff for me. I
Okay.
don't know, he might be able to rap, I don't know. Honestly, the man continuously surprises me, so I don't know.
So anyway, so I have to not only do I have to be ready for Christmas by next Thursday, on Thursday, I also have to do a long training for work because Janelle's off. And so, yeah, so I almost have to be ready Wednesday because Thursday's pretty much going to be like a wash, except for like last minute things. And then on top of all of that, we're going to get back then the Sunday after Christmas, and his family is coming on Monday.
For New Year's.
Hmm.
Why did I think we'd be together on New Year's?
I don't know. You're missing the point though. So I have to be ready for Christmas and for company by next Wednesday. And I am like,
What am I supposed to do for New Year's?
well, you have Michael this year. Can we talk about the fact? Listen, girls, eat the grapes under the table, right, Lex?
Yes! I'm not gonna lie to you. It didn't end up the way I thought it would. I was gonna talk about that too. I hope I still have that picture because if so, I'll do like a side by side then and now. Last year, I saw this thing and it was like sit under the table and eat 12 grapes if you want to be in a relationship. And I did. And look at me now. By that point, we will have been dating for almost 7 months. Almost six. I don't know. We don't really keep track of it. All I know is that we're together. So cheers to that.
But yes, no, we will not be together for New Year's. Love a new year. Like, that's like the type A in me. But like
Hmm.
a New Year's celebration, like, I don't really get it.
Yeah.
I don't.
I just,
Maybe if I didn't have kids and there was some event to go to, I'm not saying it would be fun to get dressed up and go do the thing, but I got
right.
kids. I'm
Like
tired all the time.
if someone like had a party or something and invited us to go, like,
But like
sure, we'd
like a
go.
nice party
Yeah.
or like an organized party where it's like small group, we're gonna play games, people I
Yes.
really like.
No, I agree.
We'll see if I see midnight on New Year's.
Like, if I do, cool. If not, nah.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I'm stressed.
Yeah.
It's probably also why I'm sick.
Yeah. Your immune system's weakened, compromised, if you will.
I don't feel like I have any good ideas for crew, and that like stresses
Um,
me out. Do you know what he wants?
Hot Wheels Ultimate Garage,
Well, that.
because that's all I've been hearing about.
Yeah. He wants a town, like a play town, but it has to have an HEB.
Stop.
If you don't know, HEB is a fantastic, it really is a great grocery store, but it's only in Texas. and, and like I thought, well, maybe HEB, like I could see them making like their own like toy.
Yeah.
I don't have a town with an HEB in it, but that's what he wants.
All you have to do is buy a town with a grocery store and just paint like GB on it.
We browsed Google and the little towns that he could buy. Melissa and Doug makes a really cute one. Didn't want it because it didn't have a bridge and a road. Like it just had like it had like cute little wooden trees and like a storefront, and you could just kind of set them up however you want to set up your town. No road, no bridge. He was out.
So he wants a city.
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
But
Only
like
crew
also
knows.
I want something that he's gonna play with more than once. And I also am probably overthinking it because, like, he's gonna get so much stuff.
Yeah. Each kid is getting one thing from me this year. I'm so sick and tired of buying and buying and buying. And like most of the time they play with one thing anyway or more. So Crew is obviously going to be the more expensive child to buy for because of the Hot Wheels Ultimate Garage. But even that I'm not like paying full price for. Ruthie is getting twin baby dolls because that's what she said she wanted. Grace, bless her heart. Shopping for tweens should be an Olympic sport.
That's why I pushed it off on you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
But honestly, I would do the same thing because, like, anything that I get her as far as clothing, she's gonna think is cool.
Right.
And you could get her the exact same thing, but because I got it for her, she's gonna think it's cool.
Mhm.
I got her I have a shirt for her and it says it's like pink and it has a this is the only her thing that I got. Like, you'll know what I mean when I say what it is. It's like it has a little picture of an axolotl on it. And
Okay.
I know. No, I agree. And it says, "I axolotl questions."
Oh, yeah.
And I thought she'd get a kick out of that. But that's, like, the only thing that was, like, you know,
Yeah. She will get a
that
kick out of
way.
that. You
Yeah.
should have seen her. So we watched Dancing with the Stars this season. She's so into dance right now. She's, like, Chat GPTing, like, how to learn to cha-cha and contemporary and yeah, it's a whole thing. So today she presented us she used ChatGPT, which I was like, "Okay, Lamar," I was like, "We need to have a discussion because, like, I don't like all the ChatGPT usage because, like, I mean, she can literally ask it anything,
Yeah.
and you hear those terrible stories of it, like, telling kids to, like, kill themselves. I mean, like, obviously, she's not inputting anything like that. I hope not, which we have very strong like, there's a video that he wanted to show his sister or something, and it had swear words in it, and he had to, like, disconnect from the Wi-Fi because it wouldn't play it, so, like, our Wi-Fi is very, like, heavily, like, locked down,
Yeah.
um, for our kids and stuff. Anyways, regardless, so she asked ChatGPT to help her with how to ask us about taking dance lessons, and so that's something we have to think about now, but yeah, so I don't know where I was going with that.
Just that she is, like, who she is.
You should have heard her reading it to us. That's funny.
I love that. She's, like, the only, like, 10-year-old I know that would ask ChatGPT how to ask your parents if she can take dance lessons.
You know how ChatGPT is, it's very, like, polished,
Mhm.
and so it was just very, like, "Dancing makes me really happy, and I would love to learn more about it, and while I really enjoy taking jujitsu, I also think I would like to try learning dance, even if it's just a beginner class."
Yeah.
I knew this was coming, though. I had told Lamar, like, probably over the weekend or something, I was like, "Just so you know," and I said, "I need you to put, like, all of your, like, first initial reactions because he was raised the same way we were. Like, dancing is a big no-no.
Yeah.
And I was like, "I need you to put your, like, initial reactions, thoughts aside." And I was like, "Just so you know, like, I'm pretty sure at some point, like, your daughter is going to ask to take a dance class or learn to dance or whatever the case may be." And I just kinda, like, laughed about it.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
So, what are you gonna say?
Honestly, jujitsu is really expensive, and if they loved doing it, I think it's a really good thing for them to learn, especially Crew. Crew needs to let out some he has to be involved in something. And usually by the time they come home from it, they, like, had a good time, and almost every time they come home, like, before we can even have supper, she wants her dad to show her something that they were supposed to be working on, and she wanted more clarification on. They also don't always feel like going. So, I don't know what we're gonna do because we were also because just of how much it cost, we were already kind of like, if they don't absolutely love it, I'm not sure, but, like, dance is not exactly known for being a cheap, um
Yeah.
now, of course, it depends on how much, like, you wanna put into it.
Mhm.
I mean, like, no offense, like, she's 10, she's starting a little late, she's probably not gonna be a professional dancer. So, like,
Right.
we don't need to be doing, like, every single competition 5 nights a week kinda thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see.
She has the dramatics for it, though.
Listen, this girl is very much I mean, it's so funny because she's so good in school and she's so book smart, but I think she's like me because she's also very much like a creative. Like, she loves to play the piano, she loves to sing, she loves to like practice her singing. Listen,
Dear.
she said the other day, well, because okay, so Friday night is her Christmas concert for the
Yes.
school, and she was asked by her piano teacher to play the prelude music, like, with her, so she's gonna do that, and then she's gonna sing, and I forget and then on Sunday, we have our Christmas program, and she's in the choir for that, and so she said I forget what we were talking about, but she said something oh, so our pastor, he had this like, he sang a solo at church on Sunday, and he did, like, phenomenal, he did so good, and she was saying about how good he could sing, and I said, "Well," I said, "Your dad can sing that good." I said, "Have you ever heard your dad try to sing for real?" And she was like, "No." And she was like, "But I work on my voice." She was like, "I'm in, like, Tonette at the school," and she was like, "And I'm in special choir for the program." She was like, "My dad does not work on his voice." And I said and she said, the other night we were singing this song, and she said he was, like, way off, and Lamar was like he was like he said, "I could tell I was off, but I didn't even know which way to go." He's like, "To get back on." He's like, "So I just kept going."
Man, that's good. Tell I was off, but I didn't know.
Didn't even know where to go to fix I like to give Lamar a hard time, like, it's not that he's a bad singer, but he's definitely not, like he wouldn't say that singing is one of his strengths, so whenever I asked her if she ever heard her dad sing for real, it was kind of like a fun jab at Lamar, but like that I was dying. 'Cause, like, I could just, like, in his mind, like, hear him being like, "This isn't right, but I'm gonna fix this." Honestly, props for even feeling like, knowing that I was off, because if you're tone deaf, you don't even know you're off.
Yeah.
So he has that
Yeah.
going for him.
That's so true. Honestly, poor lamb chops.
But anyway, Jeff, she like, I could see her, like, doing drama, theatricals, dancing, music, and stuff, and she just happens to be really good at the academics also, so I don't
Full
know
package, that one.
I don't know where sports fall into it. She kinda has, like, natural ability, like, if she wants to do something, but, like, she doesn't she's just
She's
waiting
more on the creative.
yeah, she's just waiting until junior high so she can be a cheerleader.
Yeah. What about, crew sock?
Okay, so I asked him because I thought this would be a really good oh, like, what kind of person he's gonna be? Honestly, Lexi, I'm just hoping he turns out, like I don't even know.
Yeah.
He is so passionate that whatever he decides on, I think he'll just be like, it's gonna I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, like,
He's a wild card.
he's a wild card. He's artistic. Like, I would say he has natural artistic abilities,
That's definitely true.
but I don't think he has the attention span for artistic things.
No, he's got a twin to that ADHD from his grandmother.
Yeah. So he might be blue collar. Something that's like different every day, something
Yeah.
physical
So what were you gonna say? You were like,
about crew.
mhm.
So it's not like he often asks to play soccer, but like if somebody wants to go outside and kick the soccer ball with him, like he really likes to do it. And I was like, I'll get him a soccer net and a ball.
Mhm.
He wanted to browse Target after his doctor's appointment.
As he does.
Like we just wanted to walk through the toys, and I saw one. I was like, "Oh my word! Like, wouldn't that be fun?" He was like, "No," but also he knew I wasn't going to buy it for him that day, so he was really looking for something a little smaller because I thought that would be such a great idea. I could
Mhm.
get him a soccer ball and a soccer net.
Yeah, just don't let me near it.
Right.
For those of you who don't know, I lived in Texas with Tess and Lamar at one point in my life. And how many was it?
Oh my, you were there for like 30 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah. Like literally like pulled in the driveway to unpack all my stuff. And I kicked the soccer ball over the neighbor's fence into the pool. That happened several times.
It did.
Sorry, neighbors.
Whatever. We
They,
don't live there
they
now.
were chill. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were chill anyway.
Anyways, yeah. So we'll see.
Do,
I'll let you know. keep you updated if
Okay. Yeah.
she starts dancing. I'll be
How
honest, I'm not sure she has, like, the natural ability for dancing from, like, what I've seen. We'll see.
from little tidbits I see.
She's a little bit like me. We're a little stiff.
Well, she's gotta learn to flow it out.
Yeah, and I support her wanting to learn it.
Mhm.
You know, I'm just curious.
I just love how involved she is in, like, so many different things.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll probably get expensive for you, but I do love how involved it is for her because she needs that. She needs the interaction. She needs the just being busy, whether it's her mind or her body. Like she needs that.
Yeah, but at what cost to me? Do you know what I mean?
Probably a nice fat check. You could put crew in gymnastics, mainly for your entertainment.
He also loves dance. I'm not putting him in dance, though.
Come on. What if Kirby wants dance? Could you imagine him doing a plie?
And I think he would be more of the natural dancer.
Yeah. He do be moving that body freely.
We actively try to make decisions that don't make our lives feel so overly busy.
Yeah.
And already jujitsu 2 nights a week. You have Monday night, and all of a sudden you have Thursday night. Friday night we always go out, and like then you're at the weekend. I know that
Yeah.
sounds stupid, and it's not like it's like for a season. Soccer season is for like this long. This is just every month for as long as they want to go. And we could
Yeah.
cut it down to 1 night a week, but the cost doesn't change. It's just that price for the month. Yeah,
You're kidding.
no, because they could go more than 2 nights, but like they have like judo another night, or like they might have another jujitsu on like Friday nights or something. But like I said, Friday nights we kind of have as our like going out nights. Anyways, I don't know. So we're gonna circle back, I think, on the jujitsu thing
So kids are a lot of work then.
the most. The most.
Yeah, I think I'll pass for a little bit.
Yeah, but don't wait till you're too old and then you don't have the energy for it. Like me. I'm telling you, 32 is too old. Not to put pressure on you.
I'm 27.
I know. I know. Again, not to put pressure on you. But I am telling you, your energy level. I'm just telling you from my experience from raising. I had Addie Grace when I was 22. I had Crew when I was 28. The difference in my energy level for raising a kid in that time is significant.
Okay, well then I'm cooked. I'm closer to 28 than I am to 22.
Well,
Michael's 31.
it's not looking good for him. I'm just kidding. But it is different.
I'll just have to we're just gonna have to knock 2 out.
Yeah, get it
And
over with.
terrible.
Not get it over with, but like get it done and then raise them.
Would you recommend having them closer together or further apart?
My pros and cons to both.
Yeah.
Pros and cons to both. I mean, obviously I can only speak for like further apart, but like Tori has them close together. So like you would have
Yeah.
a good reference point for both, and I would say that there are definitely pros and cons.
Well, I can't have them further apart.
Yeah, you can't. So
So there's really no point.
it's like,
We're
okay,
just gonna
let's play this out hypothetically. I hope people like this episode. I have no idea. We are just like yapping.
I think that they like when we just like are talking like we would on FaceTime.
Great. Okay, let's play this out. So you and Michael started dating end of June, beginning of July.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, you date for a year. You get engaged in June. Anyways, okay, so you're engaged. You want to get married, or you've decided to get married in like winter.
Mhm.
So that's like 6 months from then. Okay, so let's hypothetically, you're getting married next December. Michael, I know you're an avid listener and a supporter, and we love you. Don't freak out. This is just for fun.
We're
Okay,
just trying to figure some things out right now, babe. Okay.
so like next December, you're getting married. You will be 28. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, 9 months from December, it's like,
This is making me sick. Like I feel like I'm so behind right now.
no, you're not behind. It's fine. 9 months from December is
I'm
like
starting to
August.
sweat.
It's like August. So you're 29. And that's like at the bare minimum
Yeah.
when you're having your first child. But we've said that you have to have your child in the summer, like,
Yeah.
in May. So then you're waiting almost another year.
So what do we say, Michael, weigh in? What do we say? We just fast track this, get married in February, this February, and knock that first one out and have it ready by ready by summer.
You can't. February to summer is not 9 months. If you get married in February and have a baby right away, that is February, January, December, November baby,
That won't do.
which is, like, fine. My job's flexible. I just would, like, have to leave my kids here because they'd be in school with Lamar.
Lamar, on the other hand, is not flexible.
Yeah.
Hey, well, now I have have I mean,
Okay,
I'm gonna be a
this is
40-year-old
fine.
mother,
This is
but,
fine.
yeah, no, it's fine. Why are
You need to have gotten married, like, 2 months ago.
dang it!
I'm just kidding, like, it'll all be fine. You'll be fine. I would recommend having them closer together and just knocking out only because, like, then you can enjoy, like, you can raise them in your 30s and your 40s. I'll almost be done raising my by my 40s. Flex, but it's not the worst thing. I will say this, there are pros to having your kids older too because you will be with the lack of energy also comes the maturity and realizing, like, what's really important and, like, what's not worth getting worked up about.
Yeah,
Seriously. Because there are some things with crew or something he might do, and I'm just like, "You know what? In a couple months, he'll probably grow out of this." Like, it just comes with, like, kids getting older. Like, not
yeah,
that I let him go around, like, obviously being a bad kid, because crew's not a bad neither of my kids are bad kids, but do you know what I mean? Just, like, things that I would be,
yeah.
like, really worked up with Addie Grace. Crew, I'm just like, "This'll this'll pass. It'll be fine."
Okay, so here's the thing. More than likely, I'll have them closer together. That way they'll just get knocked out. Like, they'll be boom, boom, done. That being said, what's the time frame? Do you know what I'm saying? Because I don't wanna be pregnant, about to have a kid with a 2-year-old or
Oh,
a
you're gonna have to.
3-year-old.
You're gonna have to. But I will listen, the phrase is, "The days are long, but the years are short," and it is true. Trust me, in the moment, and Tori can tell you, she had 2 in diapers,
Yeah,
but, like, looking back now, and I'm sure at the time it was hard. I'm sure at the time it was hard, I can't even imagine. Because, like, Addie Grace could just bring me diapers, like,
yeah,
so it was but, like, I bet she would tell you now, like, looking back, like, she hardly even remembers, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's such a small span of time that, like, I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, but I also think I don't know, why do I care? It doesn't matter, you and Michael can decide whatever you wanna do, you might have the first one and be like, "We're good with 1."
yeah. True.
I wouldn't do that. There's a lot to be said to have a sibling, even if it's just 1, like my kids.
Yeah.
You have to have a buddy for life, I mean, like and sometimes I feel guilty because, like, we have 3 siblings, and it's the best. I mean, it's just the best, there's no relationship like a sibling relationship. Once you're older, I mean, like,
Younger.
the growing up years, I mean, I think every kid who has siblings at some point was like, "Man, I wish I was an only child." Like, ask Addie Grace.
Yeah.
She'll tell you
She
right
still
now.
feels like that.
Yeah, she'll still tell you that. So, not the growing up years, but, like, now, like, I mean, there's nothing like a sibling relationship, so I
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
advise just having one, but you guys
what
will
if it
figure out your time frame.
what if it, comes through, the genes come through and I have twins first? What if I have twins second and I'm older?
You'll be fine. Maybe I'll be retired by then. I'll have retired. I would have I'll have been successful enough that I'll have been retired. I still need to have it.
I am.
Still need to have them in the summer because my kids are in school.
I know.
But of course, every year that passes, they become more independent. Praise the Lord. So, like, do they
Uh,
really need me here?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, let's plan this out. You should be pregnant now. Married, of course, first,
Obviously.
because that would put you at September. We're already too late.
Probably get next year.
Yeah, you'll be 30.
Here's the thing, I don't want a long engagement either.
Nah, what's the point? You're not gonna have anything big anyways. There's nothing to
That's
plan.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Few friends, few family, have a little get together, and then it's just And I don't think I'm gonna regret that either.
You won't. Trust me, you will not. Trust me,
Yeah.
you will not. I did the big wedding. I did it.
Yeah.
You won't regret it. I regret it. Not okay. It's not like there was anybody there that I didn't want there or anything like that. It's just like looking back now, I've always wanted to get married on the beach. I should have just done that.
Yeah. I just think I'll be more comfortable if it's like our friends and our close family. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not inviting you if you're gonna make me uncomfortable on my wedding day.
Yeah,
Not
and
on my on our wedding day.
if that's the relationship you have, then obviously it's not.
Exactly.
Yeah, people there that will celebrate you. Yeah, so no long engagement. Okay, cool. What if you got married before hunting season?
Which puts us in what? Summertime?
Yeah,
I get so hot. And he
yeah,
hates the heat.
I know.
But I hate the cold.
June's not always hot.
Yeah.
Our wedding was really nice.
Yeah, yours
Well,
was nice.
it wasn't hot at all. So June, then you could be married for a couple months, but you also don't know how soon you'll get pregnant
True.
because you haven't tried it before.
To get pregnant?
Yeah.
Correct.
Right. No, that's what, but like what I'm saying is like, so it's not like, like whenever I was ready to have crew, I was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like, I'll be good. Like I know my cycle well enough and I didn't have any trouble having
Yeah.
added grace. And I was just like, we'll be okay.
Yeah. True. This is true.
So like,
Um,
what if you start trying right away and then it takes you 3 months as opposed to waiting 3 months and it taking 3 more months? You just don't know.
yeah. Moral of this whole thing is Michael, you're probably freaking out right
I
now.
was gonna say
Don't
he
freak
is,
out.
yeah,
He's probably like, "Oh my word. Don't freak out. We're just hypothetically speaking. It'll
just
all
giving you
happen when it's supposed to happen."
yeah.
You know?
Honestly, I'm mainly just giving you a hard time
Yeah.
about having kids.
I would like to be, like, as young as, like, possible. Do I, though? Because I think some older parents just enjoy things more. Not older. I'm not talking, like, 60s.
Mm-mm. Again, pros and cons.
Yeah. Michael, just calm down. I think the whole wedding thing would have to do with when we get engaged, you know? Because, again, I don't want a super long engagement. I don't want a super big wedding. I'm a simple girl. No, I'm not. But, yeah.
Who knows? Life is
Who
so
does?
funny because yeah,
Barry,
I mean
you are
like
so funny sometimes.
because yeah, like there are definitely benefits to and yeah, hopefully you really lived up your 20s. I didn't. So like what I have to look forward to is like I'll be younger whenever my kids are older because I didn't. So then I'll live my life then. So hopefully you really
I love
lived
that.
up till this point.
Yeah. No, I did. I mean, as much as I wanted to anyway.
Yeah, because if you have a kid at 30, you'll be 50 whenever they're 20.
Good. We'll be fine.
Lexi, I'm just giving you a hard time. Everything will be fine.
Trying to calm myself down.
That I'm sorry I added into it because I was totally just
No,
joking.
I'm just kidding. I'm fine. Honestly, it is what it is. It'll happen when it happens.
Yeah.
We're just
I
out here
do I
living.
do think though you should probably have yours close together. I will say that.
I think so too.
Just like get it out of the way, then you can just be in the thick of it.
Yeah. That sounds terrible. Are we the worst?
No, motherhood is so hard. Like it is the most rewarding and it is the hardest thing you'll ever do. I can't explain it and you'll never fully grasp it until you're in it. But every day you'll go to bed feeling like a failure. Yeah.
I really look forward to it.
Like I have yet to go to bed and think I did everything right today.
I was a really good mom today.
But that's not true. I mean, I guess maybe like some, but they are few and far between. And a lot of that's just my own, my own things.
Yeah. Take it or leave it?
Yes, please.
Take it or leave it. We only have one this week, which is fine. Tessa's
Yeah.
not feeling good, but I just want you've been a trooper.
Shut up.
The white peppermint mocha. It's the white peppermint mocha.
Carried me through.
Yes, yes. Okay, take it or leave it. And not me like sitting back like I'm like,
I like it. This is you. This is your
yeah, no, I know. This is me. Okay, take it or leave it. Let me find where I put it here. Okay. How long is too long without an engagement? Well, this is fitting.
Like dating. So, like, how long
I'm assuming so,
do
yeah.
you date before it's, like, too long and they're, like, not committing?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Boy.
my opinion is, like, to me, 2 years is the longest, and that's, like, on the far end.
Yeah.
That's, like, the absolute farthest end. If you can be that's, like, 600 and no, that's, like, 700 and how many days is 2 years?
Let me
That's, like, 720
30. Close, you were close.
days.
Yeah.
Of course, if you're, like, long distance and stuff and amongst that, that can kind of play into it, but, like, if you're in the same area with that person and consistently around them, I'm telling you 2 years is the max. If you don't know by that point if you wanna spend forever with them, I'm just and especially if you're, like I think it does differ to if you're
Yeah.
young, man, like, take your time. Take your time. If you started dating when you're 18, date for 5 years and get married at 23. Like, it's so
Yeah.
different because you're gonna do so much growing in that time. Plus, like,
Mhm.
you might be in college, you might whatever. But, like, if you are, a little bit old I would say, like, mid-20s and you've
Yeah.
kind of, like, made some establishments about yourself, you know what your values are. Listen, it's such an easy conversation because if you don't agree on, like, religion and values and politics, if that's a big deal to you, I guess that would politics would probably fall under, like, values. But, like, if you have those things established and you genuinely just, like being around the person, you'll probably be alright. Like, marriage is gonna be hard whether or not you have been together for 2 years or whether you've been together for 8 months and have discussed all of those important things.
Yeah.
Because marriage is gonna come down to you guys choosing each other every day and choosing to love each other every day. I'm not saying there can't be benefits to longer and versus not, but, like, the biggest thing is, like, if you have really hard conversations and you guys establish what your values are and how you see marriage, how you want your marriage to be, how you want your future to be, how you want to raise your kids, like values, religion, those things. Like if you establish those, like life's gonna life anyways. So you're gonna
Yeah.
still have to decide to choose that person every day. So yeah, unless you're a teeny bopper, 2 years is max. If you don't know within 2 years that you want to spend forever with this person, why are you wasting each other's time?
Yeah. An emphasis on the age thing because I feel like in our family, a lot of people do get married. I mean, you got married young.
It did.
Like, I feel like a lot of people,
And we
it's just
dated for
kind of,
like less than we got engaged just over a year after we started dating.
yeah. So, like,
Married, like, less than 2 years.
yeah, I feel like age has a lot to do with it because I don't know, it just does. You're
It just
young.
does.
And it's just the way that we were raised. That's what you do. You get married when you're young, start a family. I'm out here breaking the what's that called?
Generational I was gonna say trauma, but
It's
just the
not really.
generational norm,
Yeah.
breaking the barrier, breaking the I don't know.
The
That's just
mold. We're breaking the mold.
breaking the mold, that's what we're looking for. So, yeah, because,
Yeah.
like and also, you're at the point in your life where you're kinda like, "I'm not really looking to waste time anymore." Not that you're like, "I gotta find somebody and settle," but just in the
Right.
fact of, like, "Hey, I like you like me, we hold the same values, we hold the same whatever, we've had these hard conversations." I really like being around you, that's so important, like, you should definitely marry somebody you genuinely like being around and have a good time with,
Yeah.
because like I said, life is gonna life no matter what, so but, like, you just kinda get to the point where you're like, "We don't really need like, we want to be together, and we know we want to be together,
Uh-huh.
so" and you're just more established financially, emotionally, all that stuff if you're older, so the timeline definitely varies, so I'm really glad that we said that because if you're 18, 19, take your time. Date, figure out some life. I'm not saying date around. You can date that same person, just date them for a while, save money. Save
Yes.
money. If nothing else, just date longer to save up some money cuz that'll be a world difference whenever you're first getting married. And then if you're older, yeah, it's just different.
I will not lie. I don't know how people that get married so young last.
Hard work and lots of
Because,
mistakes.
like, I up until recently, I'm still trying to figure out things about myself.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I have a pretty good grasp on her. Like, I'm 27 and I'm still like, which when I say 27, I'm saying it like, oh, I'm 27. But like, honestly, 27, I don't know. It might just be the old people at work, but they're like, oh, you're just a baby. But they're like, I don't know. But and some of them, they've been like married since they've been like
I
14.
know.
I'm like,
No. This is so random. Did you ever think about the fact that, like, whenever they're talking about, like, girls in the Bible, okay, so, like, Esther and, like, Mary, the mother of Jesus, do you realize that both of them were probably, like, 13 or 14 years old? Like,
have some questions for the guy that owned the fields.
Boaz?
I knew it started with a B, but I could not think of where it went from there. How old was he?
I don't know, but she was not that young because she was already married.
Right. Okay.
Well, I say
Okay.
not that young, but, like, again, she probably got married whenever she was, like, 13 or 14.
To probably an older man.
He was older, yes, but it could have been, like, a 19-year-old with, like, a 35-year-old. I don't really know, but I do know that Esther, because he specifically wanted, obviously, like, virgins and, like, it was just the norm. Whenever you were looking for somebody to marry, that was, like, marrying age. Yeah, Esther, imagine she's saving the entire Jewish nation, and she's probably, well, by that time, it would have been, like, yeah, like, 13 to 16 years old.
Imagine married. She's
Imagine married.
13, still
Mhm.
a virgin, gets pregnant, has all these people yapping about her,
Gets told that
is
she's
carrying.
going to have the savior of the and she's, like, 13 or 14. Like, I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah,
what do you
like,
mean?"
no pressure, babe, but,
And then do you know what's so amazing? And I only know this because we just talked about this in church, but do you know what her response was? And I'm just like, "Girl, you are way more mature than what I am."
well, like, and then you think of Joseph, like, good for him.
And how old was
Good
he,
for him.
though? I would say, like, since it sounds like their family, he was probably younger too. Maybe not, like, that
I
young,
think
but
so too. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting.
not, like, maybe, like, 13 or 14, but I wanna actually make sure I get the right version of this. Let me do ESV, 'cause sometimes I like it to be because I'll just be honest, there's no version of the Christmas Story like the KJV, you know?
Yeah, I hear ya.
Okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so he tells her all of this. The angel comes, tells her that she's gonna,
You guys didn't know you were getting a Bible study tonight, did you? Me
yeah.
neither. I'm here now and I'm invested, so go ahead.
Okay. So she wonders, like, how this is gonna be possible because, like, all of this stuff and the angel explains it, and then do you know what she says?
Probably something amazing.
Okay, if you wanna look it up, this is Luke 1, verse 38. I'm reading from the English Standard Version, but you can read from whatever. And I said, "And Mary said, 'Behold, I am the servant of the Lord. Let it be to me according to your word.'" She was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm like, let's do this."
That's wild to me. Yeah, I looked it up and it said she was probably around 14 to 16, and as was a common age for marriage. And Joseph perhaps slightly older, like late teens, early 20s, but still.
At that age, being told, "You're going to have the Messiah,"
Yeah.
and then being mature enough to be like, "Alright, yeah, no, if that's
Whatever
what
you
God."
say.
Yeah. Or like Esther. That one really kinda ticks me off because what do you mean you're taking a bunch of, like, 14-year-olds and lining them up in a beauty contest and then choosing your wife from that?
Yeah.
The Bible was a wild time. Like, if you actually through the Old Testament, it is, like, so violent, so aggressive, so just crazy.
Here's the thing. More than likely, you know me, I'm never gonna take a man's side. I'm never gonna take a man's side. I can't. Not really. If they're right, sure, I'll give them like but they're okay. Anyway, but Joseph. Okay. So Mary was told this like prophecy, she's getting this baby out of wedlock,
Mhm.
but also still a virgin. And then like Joseph, who are her boyfriend at the time,
Fiancé.
imagine.
Fiancé.
That's what I meant. Yes. Imagine she tells him this and she's like, "Hey, I just want to let you know there's no foul play, but like an angel came to me and told me that I'm going to have the savior of the world. Mind you, he's late teens, early 20s.
Mhm.
Most guys I know, even in their later 20s now, would be like, "Girl, I know you lying. Get out of here. Go away. Go have go have what's his name's baby."
Well, he was gonna like, he was gonna put her away quietly. He wasn't gonna make a spectacle about it, but, like, he was not going to marry her. But then the angel came to him as well.
I must have forgotten. Where was I in Sunday school?
Lexi, you can read the Bible now.
Yeah, but, like, I think I here's the thing, this is terrible. I do need to read it. I'm going to read it.
You know what I'm
I'll
gonna
tell
do
you why.
next? You know what I'm gonna we could do it together. Because I think, like, people have said that, like, reading it chronologically has just, like, changed, like, so much about it. Maybe I'll share it with everybody in case you wanna do it, but I'm gonna find a chronological, like, Bible in a year. Because they said,
Yeah,
like, listening to it in order because the Bible's not in order, especially the Old
right.
Testament. Well, actually, even the New Testament, especially, like, the Gospels and stuff, but, like, because they retell the same story in multiples of them, but we can do it together because I think listening to it chronologically would just be, like, so cool.
I need to reread the story
Yeah, so anyways,
because
yes, he did
I
he was
feel
going
like
sorry, go ahead.
I feel like I heard it so much as a kid. Same thing. Okay, that sounded bad that how I just said that. That's not what I meant. I
But, like,
just meant, like,
whenever you're hearing the story as a kid, it's more about, like, "Oh, they went to the inn, there was no room,
yeah,
Gabriel came and told her she was gonna have the baby, and then they went to Bethlehem because, you know, Caesar had imposed the tax and the
the
census ended up."
decree.
Yes, a decree came from Caesar Augustus, and that's what I was saying about the Luke 2 in the King James Version, I'm sorry, it's just it's classic. Whenever I read the Christmas story or, like, in, like, the Luke 2 version, I'm just like, "This is not right. I need, like, the" and if
Yeah, I don't I think that, like, something
but you
in
hear
my
that part because that's not the pre-part where the angel came to Mary, and then
yeah, that's
Joseph
true.
is gonna put her away privately. Like, he was a good guy because he wasn't gonna make a spectacle about it, he wasn't gonna announce it, he was just going to in that time, like, being engaged was essentially like being married. Like, he would have technically had to, like, kinda, like, divorce her, but he was going to do it privately. Um, the angel came and told him to, and then so he was like, "Okay, yeah, no, let's do this."
Yeah.
And it
So
came
I'm
to
gonna have
pass
to
in those days, a decree went out from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. Yes.
right, okay, so that part so when my dear grandmother was alive, we do Christmas Eve at her house. She would read the Christmas story before we did the gifts, before we did everything well, pretty much everything. So, now, my uncle usually reads it in her place. So, I'm hearing this story, right, often. I'm hearing it often. I need to do some research on the pre-story, the pre-game, if you will.
Yeah. Anyways, we are, like, at an hour and a half. I'm gonna have a
I
ton of editing
know.
to do, so we have
I'm
to wrap
so
this up.
sorry.
No, it's been so fun. We are going to sometime we do have a date planned while I'm up there, a little Sister's Day date. So we will try some matcha that day. We'll each get an order maybe that was given to us, and we'll try it. And, yeah, any last final words, Lex?
That was aggressive.
Rude.
Well, no, not that. The final words part.
Final words. Any parting words?
Any last words? The final thoughts. I have none. Good episode. Thank you, as per usual, for being here and taking the time out of your busy schedules that I know most of you have and just letting us be some background noise. I love
Yeah,
that. And we
yeah,
love having all of you here. Yeah. All
it's fun.
right.
Alright, hey, we'll see you next Friday.
Bye.
Bye.